Innovation journalism is, as it sounds, journalism covering innovation. It's not, so to say, necessarily about doing innovations in journalism that everybody is talking about today. It's how to tell the story about how journalism happens. And okay, why is this difficult? Well, because traditional newsrooms are production line organizations. And you have production lines for different categories of stories, like business, technology, politics, culture, right? And as in production line organizations, you better stick in your line, right? And then if you ask these guys to cover innovation, all of them will say, yes, sure, we write about innovations all the time. But for innovation to happen, that's about the interaction of technology, business, politics, culture. So if you want to write a story about how innovation happens, what enables society to innovate, who are the stakeholders and how they relate to each other, you have to make the story that goes like this. Often in an organization that goes like this. You have to tie together these things. And there's not much tradition thinking about this that way. And people assume it's so easy to tell stories. It's not easy to tell stories. It's a new style of journalism is about like a new style of music. It happens now and then, but it takes time for it to develop. And otherwise people just go on singing the same songs or the variations of the same songs. And one example might be, today we focus a lot on our financial troubles in the world, and that's very important troubles that we have. But we also, we must assume that the way out of this is finding new solutions to avoid the old problem, find new ways to do things. We need to find innovations basically to get out of the spot we are in now. And here I think there is some confusion in the world, and I don't know if we are really equipped to have a public discussion about this today. Because the journalism forms it's the mediator of public discussion often. Some journalists, some news outlets, they get everybody's attention. They tell stories that show how things hang together. And this enables people to talk about how they relate to each other and what one might do and so on. So if the buzz is all around how to do more of the same or follow old regulations or something like that, then that's where the discussion is going to be. So we need to have storytellers that don't stick into their verticals, but that can go across the horizontal, so to say, and tell the story about how ideas develop into new value and what is the ecosystem that does it, to map this ecosystem for people. So again, it's about joining technology journalism with business journalism and political journalism in one entity where you go in and look at how scientists, business people, politicians interact with political initiatives, new business initiatives, and new technologies to shape the future.